remember this. If you were in the Bay Area, the orange skies blanketing the region nearly 5 years ago. Can you believe this has been 5 years? It looked like a scene out of a dystopian movie, and it was everywhere in the Bay Area. No matter where you were, it was hard to escape fog and smoke, just combining to, block out any sort of sunshine you could get that day. And here, it was kind of hard to tell what time of day it was.
It doesn't even do it justice on the camera. It's so much darker in person.
So that was video I actually took on that day out in Pacifica. I remember walking down to the beach with my kids because, that's what we do. We woke up every day and went outside to go for a walk. And then that was quickly, averted. We went back inside pretty quickly after that. Well, anyway, now here we are 5 years later, 5-year anniversary. There's actually a new musical using this as an inspiration. So joining me now is Rodney, Earl, Jackson Jr. and Audrey Degon. Thank you guys for being here.
Of course.
Thank you for having us.
This is such an interesting concept, the day the sky turned orange. So first of all, we all remember that day. If you were here, I documented it. Obviously so many people did. But, when you take a moment like that and you recreate, everyone's life was so different. We were going through so much during that time.
Yeah, life was all living in the unknown. We were, in a pandemic. We were resuming day-to-day normalcy. Kids were going back to Zoom school.
Yeah.
We didn't have a vaccine. People were still waiting in their cars to get their nose swabs. So I think it's really, really important to allow art to reflect life and reflect history. Often plays and musicals are about a lot of things in the past. This musical, The Day the Sky Turned Orange, that SFBATCO is producing with Z-Space, opening on the 5-year anniversary of the Orange Skies Day, is about our recent history. It's about the history that we all have in our phones. It's 5 years ago. We can't escape that history. It's undeniable. And it's like a physical representation of what we were all going through.
And taking those moments of life, because we, all of us, maybe even sitting in the audience as you watch, directors put it together and actors on stage doing these things. What does it feel like to be in something like this when you lived it as well, Audrey?
It's such an incredible honor to bring such a beautifully written story, such a beautifully produced story to life. And also the fact that I relate so much to my character. My character's name is Ale. She is a high school senior who is going through it on Zoom school. And actually on Orange Skies Day, I was in my first semester of college in my room on my computer. So there's a lot of personal history that I can bring to my character, and it's such an honor.
And you're weaving music into this as well, so I think that's what plays a lot into sort of how to tell these stories. Talk a little bit about, what kind of music we can hear in the score and sort of the inspiration there.
Yeah, it's a lot of R&B, it's a lot of soul, it's a lot of hip-hop. In the original stages of the development of this 3 years ago, when we were like, I think we want to make this into a musical, I said to our collaborators, how can we engage young people? Musicals, back when we were kids, the musicals engaged our generation of people, the young people. We all loved Wicked, we loved Rent, we loved Hamilton. I was like, how can we make a musical that inspires the us's of then? And I was like, what about some hip-hop and R&B music, songs that may relate to them nowadays, songs that they wait here at a music concert or a festival to be a part of a modern musical. And so we were like, all right, let's go with this concept. And so we have a lot of really, really cool jams. You can go on Spotify and hear our newest song now.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, I love that. All right, well, before we wrap up with Rodney and Audrey, I have to brag just a little bit. It's hard to be very professional, but I know this sweet girl very personally, and was so surprised that you were coming in today. You talked about graduating from, going into your first year of college. You just graduated college. Not only that, she's an amazing teacher. She taught my kids musical theater too. So I'm so proud of you, so happy. And you're going to be teaching now too, like you're an educator at your alma mater high school.
Yes, I recently just got hired to be director choreographer for the high school that I went to. So it's been an amazing full circle moment, and using all that experience and being in this show, getting all this experience has been nothing short of wonderful.
Amazing.
See, this is why we support local theater, because look at what comes out of Bay Area right here. Amazing people, creative people. So proud of you guys. Thank you for creating the story. I can't wait to see it.
Yeah.